Hi, I'm Pastor Jim.
And I'm Pastor Vicky.
And we are pastors at Zion Lutheran Church in Ann Arbor, Michigan. And hey, we're together. It feels like a Wednesday.
It does. How exciting.
But it's only Monday. That's how it is. Hey, we want to read for you a little devotion and talk a little bit about what's happening this fall. And part of it is because I'm going to be away for a few weeks. So this is our last opportunities this week to do some things together. So let's read from Romans, the 8th chapter. And this is the 17th verse. It says, "If children, then heirs, heirs of God and joint heirs with Christ. If in fact we suffer with him, so that we may also be glorified with him."
And today we're going to read from another devotional book. This is another Sarah Young book, Jesus Always, which is the sequel to Jesus Calling. "I am training you in patient endurance. This lesson is not for the faint-hearted. However, it is a rich blessing, one aspect of sharing in my kingdom and my suffering. Since my kingdom is eternal, it is of infinite value, and I have made it clear that sharing in my suffering is necessary for sharing in my glory. Moreover, this experience produces real benefits in the here and now. Character. Patient endurance can be developed only through hardship. So make every effort to welcome the very problem you dread. Bring it into my presence with thanksgiving and acknowledge your willingness to endure it as long as I deem necessary. Ask me to take this dark, ugly thing and transform it into something lovely. I can weave bright, golden strands of glory into the most heart-wrenching situation. It may take a long time for the lovely pattern to emerge, but this waiting can build patience. So rejoice, beloved, for I am polishing your character till it shines with the light of my glory." Well, we are all going to be pretty shiny after this.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah.
So we have lots that we're enduring right now. And the one thing I learned this week on our coffee hour, our Zoom coffee hour after worship, was that everybody's really missing the hugs and the talks and the time together and the family feeling of being at church. And as much as we want to run back into each other's arms, we know that to love you the most is to keep you safest. And to keep you safest, we have to make some tough choices, which is encouraging our endurance, as the Lord is telling us here, and to persevere, because it develops that character. And in that character, there's always hope because of the love poured into us. So Pastor Jim, share with us what the plan is.
Sure. So as you know, we're still under the guidance of our governor here in Michigan, and we are in phase 4. There's some even talk about moving back to phase 3 because the numbers keep changing and not for the favorable. Yeah. And under phase 4, we can have 10 people inside, but 100 outside. So we have been doing outside worship, and we've been doing live stream. And two of those of each a week, 2 live streams, 2 outdoor services. If we got to phase 5, we would continue all of that because you can only have about 50 people inside, and it takes about 10 of us to make all worship happen. So we lose 10 people. Yeah. And so that puts us down to 40. And so what we need is phase 6, when we can go back and everyone can come in, and it means we're back to normal and everything can go. And that's not going to happen right now. We know that. And so we're looking at the fall as continuing what we're doing, just as we are with those 4 services, and doing that as long as we can. When it gets too cold for the drive-in, then we'll between now and then, we're going to come up with some ideas of what that might look like. It might look like some mini services of just very small 30-minute services of 10 or 15 people, maybe 20 people, and we would take kind of a reservation piece, and there'd be many of them offered throughout the week. It wouldn't just be us. Yeah, lots of different times. So those would be options for us. But it does mean something important for this fall as we think about what our education is, and for all ages, and the Family Life team has come up with some ideas about that.
Yes, our Family Life team is amazing. They're very creative. We are going to launch virtually. We have to. We're going to follow suit as the Ann Arbor Public Schools have kind of set that framework for us. So we're going to launch virtually, but we want to be able to connect with families. So we're going to also be doing personal Zoom calls, and our Family Life team is going to gather more volunteers, and we're going to really make sure that we are connecting with the children on a one-on-one basis, not just in whole groups. So please be on the lookout for emails from Julie Stover and Jessica Rudy and Maddie Parker to hear what that looks like. We are excited about the possibilities. Vicar Anna is helping with it, and we think it's going to be spectacular.
Absolutely.
So it'll be different. It'll be new, but we have all new right now. So let's just explore new possibilities. And you know what? As long as we're all willing to dive into it together, only good can come of it. We're going to be
That's
okay.
Right. That's right. And all of this is really to keep you safe.
Yeah.
Because we read again and again about congregations gathering, and the minute they gather, then exposure can happen, and then people get sick and people die. And that's not something we want to be our legacy
because
at
we
all.
love you.
Absolutely. It's out of love that we are enduring and having character and having hope
shining in the light of glory.
that one day it will be gone. Every pandemic has ended. This one will too. But in the midst of it, it is a struggle. But God is with us.
Yep.
And God will see us through. And God's going to give us some new ways that we can be the church together right now in this place and time. And we're doing amazing things. So look out. God's on the loose.
Take care, everybody. We miss you and we love you.
Amen to that. Bye-bye.